Hello and welcome back to another video. This is Will, aka the greatest political mind the world will never know. It's kind of late at night and I just had a lot of stuff on my mind, so I'd like to talk to you. And today I'd like to talk to you about education. And education versus athleticism. Scholastic achievement versus athletic achievement. In our country, we seem to have put so much emphasis on the physical. We never truly give a lot of credit and love to those people who achieve academically. Every once in a while we give them a certificate here or a pat on the back there, but in most of our major universities, it's all about the football program, it's all about the basketball program. And when we put so much emphasis on athletic achievement and athletic aptitude, we are doing our country and ourselves our disservice. Because see, I don't know any basketball player who can come up with a formula probably to cure cancer or find a cure for AIDS or a multitude of different other diseases. But I know a kid who might be playing Halo right now who gets straight A's probably will. But he might have acne and maybe be a little skinny and couldn't catch a ball to save his life. But I think that kid deserves just as much praise and love as anybody on the football field for running 4 touchdowns in a single game like Al Bundy. Al Bundy probably is probably what most of these kids are going to end up as if they don't concentrate on education. I mean, why in this country do we always put an emphasis on the physical instead of the mental? That's because we are a country of consumers, a microwave society. We want instant gratification, and we want things now. We are truly the microwave society, the microwave generation. And this whole consumer materialistic mentality is destroying the foundation that has been laid by our people before us as a country. And this is across the board. This is black, white, Latino, Asian. We don't put some cultures put an emphasis on academic achievement more than others. Within the black community, it's sad. We don't put any emphasis on academic achievement. We are pushing our kids to become rappers. We're pushing our kids to become basketball players. They're hoping that they're going to be the next LeBron James. They're pushing the kids to be football players. And instead of, we make it okay. Since he can run a touchdown, it's okay he got D's and C's. So, he's going to make it to the NFL. But only 1 in 100,000 kids will make it to the NFL. Maybe. But we have a 50% dropout rate in our high schools. We have a 50% dropout rate for black males in our universities. It is at an epidemic rate. And that's because our society as a whole does not make it a priority to reward academic achievement. We don't give it as much emphasis as we do athletic achievement. Because, you got your fat, lazy, bummy kind of guy, sitting in front of on the couch on a Sunday watching football, drinking a beer, and chatting it up with his boys. And that's being a man. Yeah, you're a big, strong guy. You're a man because you watch sports. That's not being a man to me. That's just being somebody who likes sports. We put so much emphasis on that being what a man should be. But what about a man who might want to be a sensitive, caring, passionate person about something other than sports? He might like botany. He might like dance or music or have a vocation for painting. What's wrong with that? Or maybe he likes science and he wants to do chemistry in his basement. Or he might have an aptitude for physics and might want to be an astrophysicist and look at the stars all night. Yeah, he may not be buff, he may not be able to catch a ball to save his life, but the kid is just as important as any other kid. And that's my issue right here and today. You know, when I was a kid, people picked on me because I could read 2 levels above the rest of them. They called me professor, they called me nerd, you know, you're white acting. And that's what kills me. What is this white acting? Because a black person can be articulate and bright and have thoughts other than drugs, money, women, and sex, he's got to be a dork or a nerd, or he's acting white because I want to succeed in school. I want to be an achiever academically. I'm acting white. So what you're saying is that acting black is being ignorant and stupid. So that should be our norm. That's absolutely crazy. Absolutely freaking crazy. I've never understood that. But that's I think that's a mental thing, and that's a video for another day. But in closing, I just want to talk to you about trying, if you're an academic, and you see another kid with academic talent, groom that talent. If you're a parent, groom that talent. Don't pass them over because your other son is a lot faster and stronger, but this son or daughter happens to be a little skinny person and all they care about is reading a book. Encourage that. Because most likely your kid who ran those touchdowns most likely won't make it to the NFL. But if you encourage your kid who likes science and math and has an aptitude for physics or chemistry, they just might make it to Ross Labs or any other pharmaceutical company. They might come up with the cure to cancer or AIDS. They can be rich too. So you don't just have a cash cow here with this kid. You can have a cash cow with the other kid too. So let's, as a country, put more emphasis on the academic. There's nothing wrong with a kid loving to learn. And we need to take that stigma away that being a smart kid is being a whack and weak kid. Everybody isn't born to be a rapper, black folks. Everybody's not going to be in the NBA or NFL. Let's do a little extra for those kids out there who deserve to be put on a pedestal just like anybody else. That's my word for today. This is Will, the greatest political mind the world will never know. Take care.